Oki, welcome to this edition of Prairie Phyre. This edition is dedicated to the Sisters in Spirit campaign.
Remember and honor our sisters, our children, our mothers, our aunts, our cousins. To bring awareness and to be astute in our search for hope for the present and the future of the mothers of generations to come. In both a civil and a very just society, each of us has a moral and an ethical responsibility to be vigilant and committed to raise awareness about this issue in honor of the past, present, and future Aboriginal sisters. I am also a mother and most recently a grandmother. So I feel like I have a huge responsibility to my daughter, to my son-in-law, and my grandson, to help build an environment where there is zero tolerance for any violence and any issue. To build an environment where everyone is safe. Thank you.
Are they gonna light up now?
Thanks.
So Jamie, how many years have you been a part of the Sister in Spirit campaign?
About 5 or 6 years.
And what is it that you find most fulfilling about being a part of this remembrance, not celebration, but remembrance?
Well, I've always been an advocate for women, and I currently sit on the YWCA Canada Board of Directors. And I guess what really got me involved was seeing that we need a voice for Aboriginal women all over the world.
And what do you think, how do you think the Canadian government could be more responsive to the issue of women going missing in this country?
I think there's lots of things that they could do, but I think the number one thing is start to listen and to open their eyes to the issues. And I think that some of that is already being heard with marches such as this and the Sisters in Spirit visual.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Sisters in Spirit, and why does the Canadian public need to be more aware of it?
The Sisters in Spirit, it started out with a partnership, well, really after the Stolen Sisters report. And it was recognizing the missing and murdered Aboriginal women that have been gone missing in Canada. But more so, the Highway of Tears brought that to light. The Native Women's Association took that, and along with the support of Amnesty International, they started the Sisters in Spirit. And with that, it's just grown. So we've become a part of it. It wasn't until Dr. Joanne Fisk was talking about the report at an Amnesty International event, and that was in 2008. And then we just decided that we would go ahead and get it going. You know, other cities are doing it, why don't we? So we got it going, we got a committee going, and our committee has grown since it started. So it's now been almost this is our 6th Sisters in Spirit.
Wow.
Visual. So we're really excited, and each year people come out, but it's not just, you know, Aboriginal people coming out. It's our whole community.
Right.
So we have children, we have parents, we have community members, we have council people that come out to support us, and it's just been wonderful. And when we see our young women starting to take the lead and being a part of this, it just says, hey, you know what, you don't need to lead a life of violence, you don't need to be vulnerable.
Right.
And that's what we're trying. When we walk down the street, 5th Street, downtown Lethbridge, that's where our vulnerable women are. I say, hey, you guys don't need to be here.
Yeah.
Be safe. You know, and when we have our police involved, you know, and that says a message. When they support us, you know, it just brings, you know, lets women know that they can go to a safe place.
Right.
You know, and that our policemen are not to be scared. They're there to protect. And that's where our partnerships lie. It's really about supporting each other and our community.
Okay, and we're with Kaylee Bird, who has some really personal experience with the Sisters in Spirit campaign and some personal pain around that experience. Can you elaborate for us?
My name is Kaylee Bird. My mother, Gloria Kaylee Blackplum, was murdered in Calgary on March 6, 1999. She was found in a back alley, beaten to death.
And what happened to the men who, because they were caught, what happened to the men that killed your mother?
There was 2 white men that did this to her, young men in their early 20s. One told on the other person, so one got off for telling on the other person. And then the one person that was at first convicted, his name was John Jamal Karumahovic. He was convicted for second-degree murder. And throughout the trial, his lawyer had another trial, so the Court of Queen's Bench granted a second trial, and in the second trial, the judge let him walk.
So justice was not then served for your mom?
No. It's been traumatizing. It's been 13 years, but not 1 year goes by that we will never forget my mom. She was a beautiful, fun-loving person. She raised 6 kids on her own. She was a mother, a grandmother, an aunt, a sister, a friend. And I miss her a lot, and there's not one day that goes by that we don't think of her. And that's why I participate in this Sisters of Spirit every year, to keep my mom's memory and honor alive.
If there could have been justice served, what do you think the best sentence would have been for those young men? Honestly.
I think a life sentence would have been nice, but I'm a very forgiving person, and I have forgiven the men that did this to my mom because I was taught to forgive by my grandparents and my mom.
against her back. No troubles on her mind, no expression on her face. Life has not been kind. Raindrops in her hair, dirt in her hands, tears in her eyes. Now she's in God's hands. Nothing can hurt her. Now she won't cry. With posters on the street lights, her memories won't die. It's a dirty little secret, an assault on her life. She was somebody's sister, somebody's wife somewhere. Somehow we gotta find her. We'd give anything just to find her. Somewhere, somehow, she took a wrong turn. Down the highway of tears, of tears. Nightmares haunt their mothers, no justice for the soul. The spirit of the daughter who never made it home. It's a never-ending sadness for the families and kin who were left all alone, and they won't give in. Nothing can hurt her. Now she won't cry. With posters on the street lights, her memories won't die. It's a dirty little secret, an assault on her life. She was somebody's sister, somebody's wife somewhere. Somehow we gotta find her. We'd give anything just to find her. Oh, somewhere, somehow, she took a wrong turn. Down the highway of tears, of tears. Wind against her back, no troubles on mind, no expression on her face. Life has not been kind. A prayer on her lips, her face in the sand, tears in her eyes. Now she's in God's hands.
One of the members of the Crow Lodge drum group had a sister who was a victim of Robert Pickton, the pig farm martyrer. He was able to find some amount of closure when one of the survivors of Robert Pickton made her presence known at the Sisters in Spirit event in Lethbridge, Alberta. She was a glimmer of hope to those who still have women in their families who are missing and have not been found. I urge all women out there, Aboriginal or non-Aboriginal, to be aware of who you're with, where you are, where you're going, and please let somebody know what your plans are and when you're going to come home. Until next time, get a matsin.